Let's turn to our first alert weather now. Let's take a live look outside at downtown Seattle, where we do have another warm summer day, much cooler today. Certainly you needed a jacket or at least a light sweater when you were going out this morning. Mike, things are shifting for us, but we are watching that fire concern this weekend in particular.
Yeah, there's two parts to that as well. So yeah, people walking out the door this morning probably had to walk back in and get some long sleeves after the heat wave that we've had. And it's glorious out there right now. But as we take a look along the horizon, it's difficult to see Mount Rainier. We are already starting to see some of that wildfire haze creeping in from the east. Conditions? Oh, marvelous, though. What a way to wrap up the work week. 74 degrees out there, light wind coming in from the west-southwest for now, and humidity sitting at 41% for now. Just in case you're wondering, here's how different this is over 24 hours ago. It's 15 degrees cooler than it was this time yesterday in Metro Seattle. It's about to warm up this weekend, all courtesy of some offshore flow. So air quality for the time being, not so bad. Lots of green dots out there, a couple of yellows up towards some of our northern counties near Skagit, now towards the islands. But here's what happens tomorrow. And as Christopher was telling you during the last hour, we've seen a major change in this map just over the last hour here. Now we're starting to see some unhealthy for sensitive groups and also just straight up unhealthy air, especially up towards Bellingham, out towards Mount Baker and portions of Skagit County as well. And if you are a sensitive breather, there's plenty of orange dots out there as well. And this is going to be widespread. You've seen some of those yellows for moderate air quality down towards the south. So a couple of watches and warnings in place here. Air quality alert for basically the entire region. That will be in place through at least 5 p.m. on Saturday. And we're going to see significant wildfire smoke, and that will be moderate to unhealthy for a lot of folks. On top of that, that offshore flow is going to ramp up more fire concerns. We're going to see relative humidities plunge, getting down as low as 20% in some spots, especially over top of the mountains there. Anything that fires up will ignite rapidly. It is very dry out there, and it's a very serious situation. We looked at this earlier, and it bears repeating that the latest smoke models now push a lot of that smoke coming in from the Sourdough Fire, the Blue Lake Fire, and everything up towards British Columbia, over top of the region, all the way out to the coast, all the way down into Oregon. And then look at this swath. It's huge. It is entirely possible that wildfire smoke could make it all the way out towards the east coast by early next week. Now, here's how it plays out in the big picture. We get that ridge of high pressure out of here. We'll have some low pressure that'll push through here. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. My suspicion is that we'll actually see that wildfire smoke increase in density on Sunday before this low pressure system and that trough move through and bring us some relief on Monday. So this should be fairly short-lived. The other thing is this. This is Hurricane Hilary, now a major hurricane. Category 4 last time I looked. Yep, and still there. That is a big storm. Sustained winds at 130 miles an hour near the core. Now, not only is it kicking up big waves along the coast, but it is expected to make major impacts across Southern California, possibly moving in as a tropical storm, possibly moving in as a low-grade hurricane and bringing a lot of rain and wind and even tornado possibilities to that region. How it affects us is by the time it gets to about Monday morning, we'll see a lot of that warm moisture pushing in our direction. But as it stands right now, it looks like the trough that moves in will keep it away from us. We're not expecting any post-tropical rain. One thing that we are watching very closely, and I know a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest have a direct connection with the Coachella Valley in Palm Springs. You get a ½ inch of rain there, that creates flash flooding. They're going to get a year's worth of rain in a 36-hour window. It will be very dangerous there. We will monitor it. 7-day forecast shows lots going on this weekend, including the Seahawks game. It will be hazy, but I do believe they'll be able to play. We'll keep a close eye on Sunday and expect some relief on Monday.